Hey! Hey! Well, that's something I don't do very often, and that's hunt during a rain. When I came out here, it really wasn't raining yet, but I set up and it started to sprinkle, and then it started to rain, and now it's let up again actually, and the sun's starting to come back out again, but it was a weird stand. I just started, I hit a pup howl, that's it, and I grab a binoculars, and I look to my right, and there's one sitting on the side of the hill. After I shot it, range it was 186. It didn't seem like it wanted to move. Then I called for a little while, and one came from my left, and I swung over on it. And it was right at the top of the hill. It didn't look like it wanted to stick around. It was taking off, and so I shot that one, and I ranged that one. That was 226. So I got two of them down. That 226 one is over here by some cattle, and they're acting a little bit antsy, so I don't know if I'm going to go disturb them or not. Unfortunately, the cattle moved in, and they're not happy with me being here, so I'm going to have to get out of here. So I'm not going to get a chance to do any hero interviews with either of these coyotes, but I know I've got two down. Hey! Hey! That coyote did everything right, but I didn't do everything right. I just had time for one stand. I was coming back from a trip and had my stuff along, so first problem is where there's cover here, everything was low. And it was a combine soybean field, so I needed to get some cover behind me. And I had a cornfield in front of me, and one of the biggest, gnarliest coyotes came flying out of that corn. And I love the fox grips because I have it set for mute, but it's out of battery. I didn't know it. So I wasted too much time trying to stop my call. I normally would have stopped that coyote way sooner. So I had to get over and actually use my call remote, which is fine. I'd done it right away, but by the time I got mute, he was on top of the call, had turned, and then he stopped, and I rushed. And this is my little 17 Remington, and you got to be right on with that one, and I rushed, and I was a little bit low. Heard the thump, he took off, he's struggling. The coyote is dead. The only question is he dead in the soybean field, or did he make it to the cornfield? So, I've got permission in the soybean field. I don't have permission to go into the cornfield. So, I hope I can show him to you. Guess I know he's dead. It's just a matter of if he made it to the cornfield or not. We're going to go check it out right now. He's not the biggest one I've ever gotten, but he's big and dark and really furred up for the middle of October. This looks like a prime middle of the winter coyote here. He only got about, I don't know, 70 yards, and the hit was low, but enough to anchor him. You know, it's a full moon. Some guys say they stay home in the full moon, day or night. I really don't care. If I can go hunting, I'm going hunting. And this is what can happen when you go.